Ouch. Yeah, I gotta drop a video on my freaking tattoos reviews. I gotta give you an update on my tattoos because I have a lot of new ink. Hey, Mac. What is it? A cookie. Mac is one of my biggest hype. Is it hype man or hype girl? She both, literally. Everywhere we go. I really just want to get this over with, only because, I feel like at the end of the day, nobody really gonna knows the truth, nor which I really want to know, if that makes sense. But obviously, I dropped with mine. Okay, first thing is first. I haven't been on YouTube in like freaking 3 months, 4 months, I believe. I haven't been on YouTube. I basically just took a break from YouTube after I had my baby, because I wanted to just start, kind of like focus on other stuff. And I kind of just was not motivated to do YouTube like this. So I just stopped. But anyway, so when I drop a video, most like everybody in my DMs or when I post ask me questions, like y'all can't get mad that a person constantly keep talking about something that happened I don't know how long ago, because that's all people wants to know. Like people hold on to things, so people ask the same questions all the time, and y'all can't get mad because I'm gonna answer questions that people want to know, because obviously that's all in my DMs, that's all in my comments, that's all on. Oh, Carmen, I want to ask you a question. I'm like, yeah. When will you da da? When will you be friends with da da? It's like, So I feel like if a person can talk so freely and nobody judge that person, why Carmen can't do the same? And I feel like in my video, like the video that I dropped, which was Life Update, I believe, when I dropped my video, it was very so genuine, y'all. It was so pure of me just talking to y'all and just saying like the reason why y'all don't see me around some friends that have boyfriends, that are engaged, that have husbands or whatever. I'm being so honest with you guys. Like y'all ask, like I think when I do my videos, I need to just start, like popping up y'all questions and y'all comments, so y'all know that that's why y'all talk about, like, that's all y'all want to know. Like, y'all want me to talk about the same thing all the time. Y'all want me to address the same thing all the time. Y'all want me to answer the same question all the time. Y'all want me to just say if I'm going to be friends with whatever all the time. So it's like, So in my video, I specifically said that because of a situation that happened 2 years ago, if it's 2 years ago, it kind of affected me. One, it kind of ruined my reputation in a lot of ways. And if y'all hear and y'all know, then y'all know, like, I'm not lying. So, and I spoke on basically saying that I kind of just rather to just distance myself from my friends that have boyfriends and husbands. Like, I'm still friends, but it's not a thing where I'm just, come over all the time, or I will be over all the time, only because, like, I'm just trying to avoid whatever can cause drama or negativity, or people in the comments talking about the same old. And this is what y'all fail to realize. I feel like I do a good job on really ignoring a lot of things, but guys, like, I can't stress this enough. Like, I'm human just like everybody are, So I feel like a lot of things y'all just be judging me so wrongly, and I feel like y'all want me to just behave a certain way. Y'all want me to be perfect, and y'all want me to just walk in that straight line, and I'm just not allowed to, like, I'm not allowed to put my boys out there like, oh, Carmen, well, you just dumb, so shut the fuck up, don't say nothing. Like, that's how basically y'all really treat me, like, for real. So anyway, so my video, I said that, and that even lasted 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It was literally that. And, people were sending me King video and stuff, and I went and watched the video, more so it was like, what did my video cause? Like, was my video that serious? Like, was my video taken half of, oh, Carmen bringing the situation back up, like, leave it alone, like, oh, she living her best life, he living her best life, leave it alone, da-da-da, like, and I kept watching my video, and I'm like, I didn't really say like nothing to put pressure on nobody, or I didn't put nothing on nobody's plate for nobody to, kind of come for me or kind of put me in the situation where now it's like. So I guess this is the moment where people say, well, the truth gonna come out eventually, right? No matter when or how, the truth gonna come out. So, I feel like for once and for all, once this life is done, I will not speak on the situation ever again. I am not addressing the situation no more. If it comes to happen where y'all see us in the same room and we just cordial, then okay, cool. We will be like, okay, cool. Hey, how you doing? Boo, bye, bye. Keep moving. Like I am not speaking on it only because I feel like so much had happened when that whole situation went down. So much had happened until this day that people don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, so so yeah, like people don't make like people just I don't know. Okay, so long story short, King did apologize to us. Like he did apologize to us in person. Like he talked to Corey man to man, and when he talked to me, it was more like, yeah, I apologize. Should have never dragged your name into this, that. Which at first I was mad because I'm like, bro, but like how it looks like just look at what you put out there, and not even that because he wasn't the one to put it out there. It was more so her, like she put it out there on a way where she didn't know what happened, what was said, what was done, what really happened. Like nothing was even confirmed or nothing was even talked about, and the tweet was just made. Like the tweet was just made that Carmen and King just da da da, and after they were just like you just drop a bomb and now you don't know how to turn it off because you don't know nothing, So when Keenan, talked to us, and like which I felt to realize is it was never no alone moments where it was just like Carmen and King met up. It was never those moments. So when King talked to me about it, our manager, well, ex-manager, whatever, was in the circle, and we all talked, and he broke down everything on like what he was going through, what he wanted to know, and why he made up what he made up. And I feel like at that moment I was being put up in a position where I was just stuck in my little box. Like nobody could really even help me out because it was like, okay, it's either between you and your friend or it's between you and Kim based on what Kim just told me about another situation. So long story short, King did what he did all because he tried to get some information out of me to find out what was going on in his relationship. And of course, during that moment, me and Nick, I don't know if I can honestly say that, the friendship was just fake all the way around. I personally don't really feel like it wasn't, but we was not besties. We was not best friends. Yes, like King said in his video, it was a lot of moments where we always used to argue with each other. We lived in the house together, so we all used to argue. We used to argue was because it was jealousy or because me and Corey was doing something without telling them and they felt like they needed to be involved. And it was always like this, like we was always just bumping heads with each other, like always like us two couples was the main ones that will always just bump head and never really to see like eye to eye with each other. Like it was never that. So when it came down to it, like Ken already knew it, but Ken of course at that moment he had to be next to Nick, like he needed to be next to her. So Ken a lot of times told Corey there was like, yeah man, a lot of things just get out of control and it's not because of me, it's because of her, or it's because of Carmen, it's because of the girls basically. So when the situation happened, long story short, King just wanted to confirm something that he already knew that was going on in the relationship. And obviously, the position that I was in at that moment, I felt like I wasn't loyal to nobody because I'm finding this out, and then I'm finding this out from this person. So it's like me and King low-key was in a circle. It was like, so we just like, are we being played? Like, what's going on? And then King said something he knew, and I was like, well, you know what? This is what I think I know, and I said what I knew, and that was his confirmation of what he had going on in his relationship, and it was more so of like the cheating allegations, like from her side, from his side, or whatever, and the thing about it is I'm not going to keep talking about it only because it's more people involved in this, that it's not just Carmen. See, the fucked up part about it is when the situation came out, it was just Carmen. You know, like Carmen the bad guy. Carmen went and had whatever with her best friend boyfriend, and he looking like, oh, then like you ain't shit because you went and did this with your girlfriend best friend, and it was, you know, it was seemed like it was just us two, like, you know, like they're just the fucked up people. But in reality, it's really more people adding to the circle. And like Ken said in his video, we all know the truth. Like, I know the truth, Course know the truth, he knows the truth, and Nick knows the truth. Like, we all know the truth. Like, we all know the truth. And I didn't even know that after Nick came to my house the next morning, she felt bad for coming to my house when she ended up finding out the truth. You get what I'm saying? So you came to my house, broke things, put your hands on me, this and the third, but you went back home crying and basically saying that you felt bad for doing that, and you even regret making the tweet because you basically made it out of emotions, you know, like you instantly just made a comment. So we didn't know that until King, you know, talked to us. King, I can't honestly and say that I respect King the way he moved it, because even though he said what he said, he never brought it to social media. You know, like the lie that he made up, it was between us, like all of us. It was not for social media. But she made it to social media, basically, and that's how everything just went completely left. And the way it went left, it was like, how are we going to get out of these box? Because people are going to believe what they want to believe, and people are going to say what they want to say, you know? So it is, I can't never say enough, because I feel like people will always switch my words at the end of the day. People are going to believe what they want to believe. People are going to this, people are going to do that. But if my video made a situation that it need to be made, then I apologize for my video. But once again, like I said, my video was just made, you know, like very like pure. You know, I was just answering questions. She answered questions how she wants to answer it, and talks about what she wants to talk about whenever, with whoever, and however. And I don't see nobody saying like, oh, why you bringing that situation up, or why you saying this, like, why you see that. Like, nobody says that. But the moment Carmen says something, and I don't even say no names, I try to just keep it on some, well, this situation, next question, you know. So I feel like y'all pick and choose when y'all want to come for me, basically. It's like when Carmen says something, it is like World War III with me, you know, like, y'all don't like for me to say nothing. Y'all don't like for me to say anything, but when I don't say nothing, y'all call me dumb, because it's like, oh, stand up for yourself, defend yourself, say this and say that. But when I do, it's like, I still get backlash either way, you know? So, I just know that the situation wasn't supposed to be what it is now. So, you know, and like I said, people was even, you know, tagging me in my comments saying, oh, go watch his video, he dropping the video, he telling you to say the truth. But in reality, what I say, it's only so much I can really say, because I feel like it's still low-key not really my full place to say the truth, to really say like the full truth, because once again, it's like, she was not anything else that we could possibly even said, you know, like on live or on videos or anything. And this, me coming live and just telling y'all, I apologize to us. King did talk to us, and that's why when y'all saw him and Corey doing videos, everybody was like, why are you doing video with this man when you basically, you know, say what you said about his wife, blah, blah. But in reality, like, that's when it goes back to saying we spoke on social media. And like he said, like, he did it in real life, and I did, like, we accepted the apology in real life. I didn't need to come on here and just tell y'all everything that he said, how he said it, because at the end of the day, he did demand respect on the situation, only because nobody was going to understand what happened or why he even said what he said, you know? Like, it still don't take away the fact that the lie was wrong, you know? Like, what he said was wrong. Like, it was wrong. Like, you know, nobody going to take that away. But at the same time, you know, I just wish that maybe, like, when it was that time to clear everything up. We got it. We left it. It's inside. Go look for your phone. You know, I just wish that when we had that fresh time to clear everything up, I just wish that we all could have just really cleared up, like, and just really said everything. And probably we wouldn't be talking about this right now. But because I feel like I was protecting one person. literally. Like, that's why we didn't say what needed to be said, or we didn't really say, well, this is the reason why. And we never really even exposed how she even really felt about the situation, or how she even moved on from the situation, and how she regretted, making the tweet or whatever. And it's only so much that I can really say, but that's basically the confirmation of, well, I guess we was not friends. And because we was not friends, I was put in the position of, okay, who am I protecting? Am I protecting myself, her, or I'm just protecting whatever this little situation is? So it's exactly, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she makes videos, and if a question is brought up, she answer it however she wants to, and she gives detail on it. But when I say something about the old situation, it's like y'all just want to attack me and say, girl, get over it. Like, clearly I'm not begging on social media and say, well, can we be friends? Like, forgive me. Clearly I'm not doing that, so y'all can't come for me and say, leave her alone, she don't want to be your friend, or leave her alone, she living good. Like, she living good, I'm happy for her. Like, I'm happy for her. She got a life going on, that's good. Just like him, he got a family going on, that's good. Just like I have our own thing going on, it's good for all of us. Like, we all in our own space. But don't just come from one person when the situation basically included way more than just one person. And I was brought up into that situation. I didn't make up the situation, I was brought up into the situation. So now it's like, when I want to defend myself, or when I really want to speak on something, it's like, oh, you cloud chasing. How am I cloud chasing? If I was cloud chasing, I would have made a video on YouTube. But it's more so just me really just letting y'all know, like, and like I said, I watched his video, and in his video, he said what he wanted to say, he felt how he felt, and once again, like, because I was brought into the situation, he just wanted a confirmation of that he's not crazy. Like, he would just didn't say whatever he say just out of the blue and just to start any mess. No, obviously he had a reason to say what he said, but once again, y'all won't really understand, because when there was the comment or the conversation was made, it was never public. It was public because of the one person, and the one person didn't want to hear or try to understand anything, if that makes sense, So, and I understand y'all can say, and Carmen, don't clear nothing up, or don't say nothing. That's the best way to be. I totally agree with y'all. It used to be a lot of things that I don't want to speak on, a lot of situations. But then I feel like, why y'all? I just feel like I'm human, and I have feelings, and y'all not finna keep attacking me like y'all just really know me. Like, y'all don't know me, and I feel like y'all always decide to low-key not like me based on other people drama that I was just brought in. I didn't start no drama with nobody. I didn't ever was the first one to say, hey, let's start a drama, or hey, let's do this. Like, I was never that person. I'm really the peacemaker type of female that I am, especially even friend. Like, I'm really the peacemaker. But when I feel like I'm just constantly just being attacked by something that is like, okay, y'all do realize I was the one brought into the situation, right? That's when I just go to hush mode and don't want to say nothing. So that's why I said in my video, I only spoke for it like maybe 1 minute, but I should have known better that, of course, people, was gonna bring it up and say whatever. And my thing always be to not bash nobody. Like, that's why I try to not say names or really even speak on nothing, because I don't want nobody to look at me and say, well, because of you, Carmen, they start bashing me and they start saying this and start saying that. Like, that's not even the goal. I feel like at this point, and the point that I am right now, if I can avoid a lot of things, I'm going to avoid them. And I'm not going to be the type of person to put you in a position for you to get bashed. Because I know what it feels like to get bashed. So I'm not going to do that to nobody. Like, I don't care, like, if I really hate you or whatever. I'm just not the type of person that just going to get on social media and just, it's more stuff like, if I have to speak the truth, then I will. But obviously, y'all don't know what's the truth and what's the lie, because it seems nowadays people just believe the lies before they believe the truth. So on that end, it's just like, okay, it's only so much I can really say,
I ask you a question. What? We grown now. We're adults. It's my whole thing. What does it matter? Like, what does it matter what somebody else think when we all know the truth?
I mean, it doesn't matter. That's why I feel like I'm just talking and just saying what I want to say without even, like.
I feel what you're saying, boy. I'm just trying to show them and show you, like, who gives a fuck? Like, even when you come out, who gives a fuck? Like everybody.
But this also showed me too though, because it's so funny because y'all always be like, don't speak on this situation. Like, let that girl live her life. She live her best life. But when I pose, ask me a question. That's the only question you ask. When you and he gonna be friends? Do you ever? What, baby? Yeah, boo. Yeah, and y'all be like, when you and he gonna be friends? Are you and he gonna ever, talk? Are you and he gonna ever sit down? Are you and he? It's all about me and he, me and he, me and he, me and he. So when I do say something, it's like I'm cloud chasing or I'm trying to bring somebody into drama.
We all know when you answer that question, you know what door you can open.
I know, and that's why I haven't answered them questions, like, and I don't know how long. People just ask me why they haven't seen me around some friends, and that's what I just answer. But I haven't been on YouTube in 3 months. So, and even when I did other Q&As, I try to just not bring people name up into my videos because.
Yeah, bro. Man, we get too up in life. We worry about like what other people saying, think about some shit that happened 2 years ago. Like they you gotta think about it. Whoever's still thinking about some shit that far so below in life, they so below in life, gang. You still think about some shit that happened 2 years ago, but you ain't got no type of life. Who the fuck think about some shit that happened 2 years ago, man? Man, I was weird as hell nowadays, but I don't understand y'all shit.
And I just don't get it, like, cause even like I don't like if y'all ask me a question or y'all tell me, to say something, y'all look at it like, well, you still entertaining. I know I'm not entertaining. I'm just answering what y'all want to know. I never make it. Y'all never make it make sense for me. But I mean, yeah. So basically, just to confirm what was said is we talked. And matter of fact, like I said this on my video that I dropped on my channel like sometime last year, I believe. We all talk, well, not together, all 4 together, but we all talk individually. So it's like, like people want to sit on here and say, no, I will never talk to such and such because, like, we know what it is off cameras, So it's like, it is what it is, but he did apologize. He did talk to us, and he explained the situation and where he was trying, to basically know. And when he got confirmation of, you be asking me, I'm on that still don't know. Okay, let me think real quick. Okay, but yeah. So long story short, the confirmation was that he wanted to know who she was talking to during their relationship or why they was going through, who she was seeing, and I wasn't the only person who basically told. I wasn't the only person who knew what she was doing behind his back. And when he got his confirmation from other people that it was just not Carmen, it was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Like, yeah, it is what it is then, So when, I guess, y'all make it seem like they broke up because of that situation. No, like, so much had been happening in their relationship for so long. But maybe that was their breaking point, but not just for her, but for him as well. Because they, they both find out whatever about each other. But like I told you at the beginning. No, I said it no, so that's what I said. Like I said at the beginning, like when it comes to that, it's only so much I can speak on because, you know.
You said everything you had to say already. You gotta keep going around the bush. You said you had to say that.
I never went around the bush. I said what I have to say.
You said enough, baby. That's all I'm trying to say. Look at this view. You got water. You got water.
Babe, come on now, because when you want to address something, you talk about it how you want to talk about it.
But yeah, but I get.
I mean, I'm done with my conversation. Well, on that, I'm done with it.
I'm tired of hearing about that shit. Come on, man.
If I had a vision, like, like when you draw something, you know what it's going to do, you won't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I knew that my video is going to be taken in such a way where it's like, oh, you trying to bring this back up, then I would have never dropped my video. Or I would just cut that part out. But I feel like that was part of my life update. I like to get to y'all raw and uncut. Well, I guess I got to.
My thing is, you know what I'm saying, like certain shit, like it's shit that we never even went to end there with yet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you feel me, like in this situation, like, even though you were dragged in, the truth is like, I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, you is a third party that was dragged into it. It's not your side to tell what he know that she did. You know what I'm saying? Why you got to say what she was doing in her relationship? Now you will be the third person. You know what I'm saying? Snitching on her. It's just shit childish, bro. Like, we grown as hell, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but like I let it be known after this, I'm not speaking on it no more. I'm not liking or commenting back. The situation is really bad now. You know, and you know how people say, well, the truth gonna come out eventually. Well, goddamn, here's the truth, and it came out 2 years after. Boom, bye, bam. The situation is dead and done with. Like, no more speaking on nothing. And whatever happens, happens. Whatever is said, is said. Whatever is whatever at this point. Like, I ain't done. So clear.
That shit not clear now.
I was talking about the pool water.
Yeah, I was talking about the damn water.
I'm talking about the pool water. Because when I looked at you, it looked like you was looking down at the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to freestyle or something. When we done with that, let me know if I can walk on the beat with him. Shit, I got shit right here.
I said it all. Really.
I can't play these beats over there live. I can't play.
Somebody said hit that blunt, Carmen. Damn.
I can't even play my beats on your live, man. Like, in that hoe.
Oh, let me see your drink.
Don't drink on my shit. I'm gonna post out your damn head.
I'm not.
So I want to keep shots to the beat, man. Yeah, that could go crazy.
Yeah. But.
I'm gonna freestyle to you.
Huh?
Freestyle to this beat.
I really can't see everybody's comments. I don't know why. But just to end it, y'all, basically, that's the confirmation of it, you know. And like I said, once again, it's like, I don't want to keep speaking on anything because I'm not the only person who actually knew what was going on in their relationship. And then I don't want nobody to be picking on me and saying, well, Carmen, wasn't your place to speak on nobody's relationship because nobody speak on yours or whatever situation is. So, you know, I said what I said, and if I broke the girl code, fuck it. At this point, I'm not loyal to nobody from that situation because shit, everybody say what they say. I got embarrassed. She dragged me and said what she wanted to say. So boom, bye, bam. It is what it is. That's the tea for today. And like, it's not me going around the bush, but it's just me really just telling y'all from point to point. Like, I'm not gonna basically be specific on, well, I saw this and I read it and this and that. Like, no, like I said what I said, and y'all want to call me and say that I snitch. Oh my bad, but just know that ain't nobody perfect. Like, nobody was on some shit like, oh, I'm so loyal and it was so hurtful for me. Like, no, like everybody was doing wrongs at that moment, you know. And if that was the escape for the, and if that was the perfect time for, you know, you look at your way out of that relationship because of that situation that was a lie, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you lied to yourself because you knew it was a lie. You knew from the get-go it was a lie. It was proven somehow that it was a lie, but you still steady want to believe what you want to believe because you made the tweet, so you didn't want to back it up and say, oh, yeah, I found the truth and it was a lie, they didn't do nothing, like, because that was going to make you look bad, you know? So long story short, you know, I feel like you know, I can't really speak on exactly what he was doing or what was being said on his part or, oh, damn, babe. What he was saying on that part or where it was, I can't really say, but, King basically made up the lie because he wanted to know if Nick was shit in their relationship. Boom. He got a confirmation that she was, and he found out with who and who was involved. And I was just more like the green light, basically, like, yes, bro, you're right. Because I didn't just come out and said it. Like, no, it was more so like, it was asked. Well, do you know that such and such? And that I said was like, and after he got that, it was more like, he went and found the truth with the third party that needed to be set, huh?
Hey, boy.
Don't throw that one, no.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
So,
we'll keep this shit cool, bro. Do not throw that over there.
And this isn't, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't about. Good, yeah. So that wasn't even said about. It's not. This don't even have anything to do with like more than probably the people that it's talking about. But I'm not gonna keep saying more and more and just get deeper in it because now y'all really gonna look at me, y'all really gonna hate me, and y'all really just gonna want to block me and say that I was just fake this whole time. But I just feel like, once again, I feel like me, Corey, and King, if I want to keep it real, we always just protecting one person at the end of the day. And that made no sense because it's like, well, for who the fuck is the one getting bashed? So why is we protecting the wrong person? Or why is we not saying the truth just to protect the one person or protect this person's image, When my image was just fucking thrown all type of ways. Like, I'm just a freaking just wouldn't even open my legs wide open. And I'm not trying to play with nobody top or anything, but what was mandatory for me to say is the truth. And the truth is that, she cheated in the relationship. He wanted confirmation. He made up the lie, the way he did it. And when I was brought into that situation, I couldn't help but to say, well, yes, this what happened. Because now y'all attacking me like I'm just doing so wrong. Like, I'm just being bad, Like, I'm just freaking being bad. Like, I'm not gonna protect nobody because I feel like that never has been the situation where nobody ever cared about how Carmen gonna look. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, this what happened and this was said. So now it's your turn to go and do what you got to do with that information. Or if you think I'm just lying based on I'm hurt because of the situation, go ahead. Like, found the truth from somewhere else, and if the truth is true, then you will know. If it's a lie, oh well, my bad, So that's basically our truth right there. That's really the whole situation, how the lie was made up. The lie was made up because King was going through some shit. It was dark space. They both was going through it. She was doing what she wanted to do every time she go out of town. He over here trying to figure out what was going on. And I guess the best way was to bring Carmen because Carmen was close. Carmen knew the information. So we're just going to drag Carmen and made up a lie. So we're just going to make a lie and just say this is what it is, So long story short, that's that. I don't know, like, what other way. Wait. Okay, this is what we're not gonna do. Okay, this is gonna be the end of this because is it my Wi-Fi? Oh, wait. Hmm? I'm trying to read at the comments, so I really can't because y'all comments is going too fast. I mean, I just did, and it's not working for me, so I don't know if it's me. I'm just now seeing. I don't know who has been watching the live because I'm not reading comments or paying attention to the comments, so I don't know who's watching and who's commenting. But now that I see it, I don't know. I guess it's just got.
My shit ain't showing up right now. Interesting. Very interesting.
Wait, I'm confused. this is what we not finna do now. Ken said we are sugar coated because we said a different thing on the phone.
Answer a lot of
I did, but he's unavailable now. I'm just not seeing his comment.
What is the sugar coat, bro? Bro, listen.
I just added him to the live, but I don't know if he's still live or not. It says unable to join. His girlfriend are here? Because I'm just not seeing him, so. I'm confused.
Yo, so, brother, I don't know
Of course.
live, so
Keen on live.
but you gotta say these people, bro, that you want to talk to. I ain't forgetting this shit.
Tell him to get on live.
I said, what you gotta say to these people? Because I ain't forgetting that shit.
No. It's not effective you get in, but I ain't gonna lie. We already had a conversation that we had, like, previously before I sent my video and everything that was said that y'all told me, and, that y'all told me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, at the same time, everything that's going on is just, like, it's still being sugarcoated. It's just like, it's still being sugarcoated.
Tell him to get on live.
What's being sugarcoated, though? What's being sugarcoated, though?
The fact is that we tried to get y'all not listening. We tried to say on the phone yesterday, bro. I just talked to you and Carmen last night, and I just talked to y'all the day before I made my video.
But King, this is King. I'm talking to you as a man.
Well, I just talked to you with that. You spoke to me, man. Talking to you yesterday with a whole different tempo.
And I told you the same exact thing last night. You can't expect this girl to tell you the real truth about what you had in your relationship.
My thing is, everybody knew that it was a lot. Nobody confirmed it.
I did say on here. I said that. Ken, I'm saying that on the live. I said it.
No, fuck all that, man. It's more other people
Let them get it out. You gotta get it out.
You know what I'm saying? All the junk, bro.
Okay, do you want to get it out on the phone? Do you want to get it out on the phone? Or you want to get on live?
Man, come on, man. Whatever one y'all with it. Whatever one.
I try to add you in. It says you unavailable to join.
It's a situation that's being brought up like 2 years ago when I wasn't even on this situation. No matter what you made your video, people already knew who you was gonna talk about. That shit was so dead, bro. That shit was really like dead. Like, I did not want to speak on this situation, but by you saying what you're saying and having people all of a sudden saying King and having King, like, come on now, Carmen, like, real talk. You trying to make faces and all just down a third, but I have proof of what you said.
Of course. So get on live then, and then we just talk about it and just end it. And this is the end of this, because I feel like he on the phone. Well, he on live. Can you hear? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. X and come back. Oh, now I gotta find the name.
That was weird. That weird.
So, how can I? You gotta come back on here because I can't find them. Oh.
Yes, sir.
I can. Where his name at? Somebody go tell Kim to comment because I can't find his name.
Let King speak his piece, man.
I'm trying to find his name, but I don't know if it's service or what happened, but I can't find the ad. So, Ken, if you're watching, can you just comment so I can just add you? Because I can't.
Was like from the jump, like you knew, and everybody else knew, like this situation was a lie. And I said, I apologize to you, and I apologize to Courtney, this and the third. But it's like I said, like for the people that you knew that she was already messing with me on behind my back at this time, you knew all the people, and it wasn't just one person; it was multiple. But when the situation came out, everybody tried to play like, "Oh no, they wasn't, and they wasn't doing this, and they wasn't doing that." But in reality, it was just not just this one person that she was cheating on me with; it was multiple other niggas as well at the same time, and it's even the person that she's with now in the same circle. So it's like that shit just not cool. And my name been bashed for 2 to 3 years. Now going on 3 years, September 23rd, it's about to be 3 years the situation been dead. And it's like this shit been brought back up, and that's not what's up no more, bro. Because like I'm tired of like taking these licks and taking these hits like back to back and not saying everything. Like, come on now, like that's really been going on for this whole time, and you knew all this. I understand that's your best friend. You were supposed to say this, that, and the third, but all it feels like I wasn't crazy, bro. You knew this. It was real, true information that I was trying to get, bro.
Yeah, and I said that at the beginning of my life. I said, yeah, King D came and apologized to us, and we all talked, like, not together, but individually. We all ended up talking. And before shit even hit social media the way they did, we understood because we all had a conversation on why you said out of it. So the whole situation was already handled until she went on Twitter and made that tweet, and now it was like, oh, now we got a different situation because now we got to deal with social media. But you even said that you wanted to be respected on that end because you knew that even if you said why you said what you said, nobody was going to understand why you did it. Everybody's just going to look at you like.
And that too, and that's the first thing. I got a son. I have kids. Like later on in life, our kids gonna get older and see everything that the fuck that we were doing in our younger life. So everybody should play smart and think about that shit. Like I do not want to bash the mother of my child and say this, that, and a third, and then that would have been fucked up. My son looking at me later on in life, looking at me like I'm crazy or some shit. Like, damn, dad, you fucked up for that. That's just real life shit. That's real life shit. And I'm not going to point fingers because I'm a man. I'm going to take my lick because it is what it is. I did what I did too, but you cannot fight fire with fire in a relationship. At the end of the day, if anybody knew I was doing something, bro, you should have just left me alone from last time. But my situation, whatever I did, that shit was already been done 7 or 8 a year in our relationship already. Like, if you took me, like, for real, son, that shit just like, this shit brought me, just bring it back up, bro. It's not what's up, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I'm just really I'm in my peaceful zone. Like, I'm happy where I'm at, for real. No cap. I'm doing my thing, and I'm getting out the mud once again. I'm starting over from scratch. Bro.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
real shit. Like, that's real shit.
That's what I said in my life. I said if I knew that video was gonna be taken the way it was, and we talking about the situation again, I would have never made my video, or I would have never said what I said. But then I actually,
I understand that, and I understand that you was probably just doing, off of your thing. But it's like still the fans, the supporters was still going to knew who you was talking to. That put me in this light, and I don't like that, bro. Like I'm tired of this, bro. I don't speak on shit. I just keep going when I'm going, and every time I get bashed for all dumb shit that everybody don't know the whole story, man. Nobody don't know the whole story, man. And that shit is just crazy to me. That shit is just crazy. But that shit like needs to be dead and stop. Like people stop fucking with me, bro. Like it's dead. It's been dead.
So it been dead the moment that we accepted the apology and we understood why you did what you did and said what you said. And then I feel like we all, but my wrong was to, I guess, going behind her back and letting you know what I knew because you went behind Corey back and you told people. It's like we just came together, gave information, I gave out information, and it just happened to be like, well, shit, this is why I said what I said. And like you said, it is more people involved to it, but we're not going to say no names because if that's the case, it's going to be a long-ass list. And not
everybody... Bro, to be honest with y'all, like this whole stuff, I really distanced myself from everybody and just be on my own. Like me outside looking in, everybody who it's a lot more people in this situation too. The nigga ain't gonna speak on, but yeah, it's a lot of fake shit. People being back friends with each other and doing all this, that, and third. And son. And then at the same time, how my name was getting drugged, y'all niggas slippery, like y'all niggas really went low key and meet with each other and be friends with each other and like, come on now, like that don't even rock. It's not like, come on now, man. Come on now.
Dude, it did that. You saw what happened.
Like, man, however it happened, whoever did what, it still wasn't like that. What I'm saying, it was a lie that everybody just let that shit just be on King. Just be on King. When y'all linking, being buddy friends, and come on now, if that was the real situation, nobody finna come back and double back on nobody's friendship. And I said this in my video. You already know that y'all do not have a genuine friendship since JQCG House. Am I lying?
No, you're right.
Am I lying? All right then. That's what I'm saying. So now people got me. Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
But that's my video. I mean, at the beginning of the live, I don't know if you was in it since I
I wasn't in the live, and I'm just saying, just like, yeah, I'm tired of people looking at me like I'm crazy, and it is what it is now. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I know the truth, and the truth, whoever want to believe on whatever the case is cool. I'm going back in my tunnel with my family and doing what I'm doing and sticking it to being what I'm on. Like, this shit just had to be cleared up because I'm tired of it, bro. I'm serious. That shit mentally draining.
Y'all lost it. I mean, that's why I said we was a person, and to this day, all we just her. And why?
And, like,
I don't know.
Yeah. And
So
shit ain't sweet because they got a lot of friends that people think they friends, and I got proof of that too. Messages and all for people saying this, that, and the third, but double backing and still being a person's friend, but not knowing that they done told me this, that, and the third. But yeah, come on now, son. It's like that, for real. Yeah. And I'm gonna sit back and let it play. And anybody else who feel like they want to jump in on what I got proof on them too, on what was said and what was this, that, and the third. Y'all got me fucked up around this shit. Real talk. It's over. It's enough.
Like
2-3 years now. 2 and 3 years. And it's the fans, the supporters, all y'all. Like, y'all just got me looking like I'm just that lame ass nigga. Y'all know I'm not that lame ass nigga. Y'all be fucked up, man. Y'all been on this shit. I hopped on live and this, that, and third. Niggas still ain't clear that up and knew that shit, bro. Y'all let that shit all play out and let that shit look like it was just like, man, like I'm a flunky or some shit, man. Y'all got me. Yeah, come on now. This shit dead. Yo, you said what you said. I said what they said. Anybody feel like they feel played about it, nigga, know what the fuck.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
That's it. That's the end of it. That's exactly what was going to happen. That's exactly what was going to say it. And that's why I said from the beginning, once this live is over and done, I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not speaking the situation. It is what it is. And ooh, bye, bam. Do what y'all want to do with it.
Y'all really did.
What y'all really fail to realize, though, is really people on the outside looking in who make the worst, because y'all want to pick and choose who y'all want to believe or who y'all want to support and who y'all want to bash. And unfortunately, y'all want to bash the ones that be, I would say, in drama more than other people. But in reality, y'all just going based on what y'all see on social media, and y'all just thinking like, oh, she don't break a glass at all. You know, like shit just really perfect, but shit is not even perfect on the other side at all. Just like shit is not perfect on this side, it's not perfect on the other side. But I guess eventually, I guess people will start seeing the real, and then maybe y'all will put two and two in together and see who was the problem or what even caused everything.
Goddamn shit, man.
I'm done with it.
Hey, you still speaking on it?
I said what I want to say, and that's it. That's that.
Yeah, man, that shit. That shit.